They're at BBC Radio 5 Live. They're out there. They're on the beaches of Normandy on the D-Day landings, and they're there. Barack Obama's there with Camilla, and they're having tea on the beach, and he's screaming his tiny little heart out. Freedom, democracy, and liberty! Liberty! Talking about the blood that was spilt for liberty, for America to run around the world. They don't... What? They're like... you wouldn't get a gun and get down on the beach, would you, Chucky? You bloody cowards! You cowards! Them guys were out on the beach. They were fighting for the corporations. They were fighting for David Cameron. They were fighting for the Tories. They were fighting for Ian Duncan Smith and the Romanians. And the big issue, get these foreigners out of our country. The rise of the right in Europe. This is about freedom, and the corporations are running around the world in Zambia, in Mozambique, in Iraq, Afghanistan, stealing resources while they're using their we got the Queen. God save our gracious Nigel. Long live Nigel Farage. God save Nigel. It's the rise of the right. The right, it's the patriot. They use this. They use those, the people that went onto the beaches that fought against fascism, that fought against the Nazis. They use that as patriotism to condone every single last act. It's a war machine. It's about banks, oil, arms. Send your sons. Send your sons. It's war. It's good for business. It's about, they use every last and they drain for the Queen, for the royals, for the banks. What do you think Deutsche Bank and Andrea Merkel, what do you think the Nazis, what do you think's going on? They take it from you, they drag you along with, and you're there cheering your little heart out for the boys that run onto the beaches where you wouldn't go with your Chucky, because you're a coward, and all the Harrys and your Williams are out there for the boys. Do you not get it? They all died, they were all dead, and they're exploited. Every single last one of them. Every ounce of exploitation, they are wrung out from what they've done, from fighting, forced into a war. Now every other action, everything is condoned. Patriotism. You have the world leaders marching up and down. And look what we've done. Look at the IMF. Look at the banks. Look at the world. With racist vans on the street. Front National winning in France. Golden Dawn in Greece. True Finns, Danish People's Party, the Tories, border police at railway station asking people for their papers. You know, a media, a country, privatised NHS, heinous, despicable welfare reforms in inverted commas, attacking disabled people, attacking nurses, attacking teachers. Last night on Question Time, attacking nurses every single week, attacking immigrants every single week. If there was any justice, if there was any true debate, they would be attacking bankers. They would be attacking corporations. They would be attacking, but they don't, because you have this. You have this freedom. You have this liberty, this democracy, which is handed to you with the Queen, and they're out there to get a car because her head was too big to get in the car because her hat was so big with a diamond on it, stolen from Africa. You know what's happening in Zambia and Mozambique? It is thousands in Philippines, in Colombia, people displaced by the City of London, by the City of Corruption. You can live in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Cornwall, Liverpool and Manchester. Your taxes are collected and sent to London and divvied up, spread equal amongst the corporations that are being employed now to provide your public services. But it's all the faults. It's the immigrants, it's the disabled, it's the unemployed. But you're blinded by nationalism, by the Normandy beaches, by the D-Day, by the Queen, her regalness, by Nigel Farage. And you forget why those, forget Harry Leslie Smith, you forget why they went onto those beaches in the first place. It's to fight against this tyranny, fight against this government, fight against the extremist right-wing agenda. You know, that is seen in the Queen's opulence with gold-plated handles and 26 diamonds and 130 sapphires. You know, William Hague living in a £2,000 a day mansion while disabled kids are forced from their bedrooms. That's why they went onto the beaches. They went on the beaches to fight against fascism, against the right. But they used that very sacrifice. That's your supper. You know, the rich, the royals, the governments, they always exploited the wars. War's good for business. Invest your sons. It's the war machine, the banks, the stealing of resources, the arms, the displacement of people. There's wars all over the world. You know, from the Congo to people were dying in Bangladeshi sweatshops. People were dying outside the oil fields in Iraq. There's no tea on the beach with Camilla for them. There's no exploiting of their heroism. You talking about Chucky, you're a coward. You wouldn't get a gun and go on the beach.